Yeah, my name is Stephen Russ.
And I'm Teresa Russ.
And this is Starting From Scratch. What's happening?
Thank you for visiting. Oh, wait, look.
We on there?
It's telling me I'm live.
All right, great.
Wait, okay. I'm trying to share it.
Don't worry, babe. So go ahead.
Oh, okay.
So today's show is about what we talking about today.
Is if not now, when? So, if you get value, or if you think that other people will get value from watching this video, please like, share, comment. Also, if you're the last generation, oh, that's how you do it? Okay. If you've decided that you're the last generation to start from scratch, go ahead and go on over to our webpage at startingfromscratch.solutions. Plug in your information, and either Steven or myself will get back with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so if not now, when? So today we're going to be talking about procrastination and how procrastination sucks.
It does.
First of all, going back to when we were younger, I don't think that the procrastination came from a place of laziness. For us, it came from a place of maybe confusion.
Not knowing. Just not knowing.
Because I don't think that we understood how to, we would sit around all day and talk about what we wanted. We want a house, we want, X amount of kids, we want this much saved. But we didn't necessarily know how to get from point A to point B.
Not at all.
And when you see that poster that says what most people think success looks like, and it's like a straight line, and then what success really is, that's really true.
It is.
Because if we think about just from like when we first got married and we were staying in an apartment to even now, almost 12 years later, it's like this. It's all over the place. So we wrote down some things that will help some people who are maybe in a similar situation. Because, it's not, like I said, it doesn't come from a place of laziness. Sometimes it comes from a place of just not knowing, of confusion.
Yeah.
So the first thing on our list is the want/big picture.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what they want.
Well, not really. I don't think.
No?
Nah, man. I think people have some type of ideal of what they would like life to be. But I think you have to know what you want.
Okay.
And I don't think a lot of people know exactly what it is that they want. It's more of a wish.
Okay. Well, spend some time getting to know yourself and to know your partner.
Yeah.
And y'all come up with a consensus as far as what y'all want.
Right.
That's gonna be y'all big picture.
Come on with that big picture.
The second thing you need to do is you need to believe.
Believe in yourself.
You have to believe that it can happen, because when we signed the papers on this house, I don't think that we really believed.
Well, not yet. Even when our realtor, Dave Colson, he would show us houses. He showed us houses years ago.
They've been showing us houses for 15 years. I think
Not that long.
Seriously, because
yeah, but he been showing us for a while.
He didn't even have his license, and he was bringing us to Port St. Lucie showing us houses.
Yeah.
We've been looking at houses, and that's why I'm telling, I'm saying on the inside, some kind of way, you know what you want.
Right.
So you have to begin to spend time with yourself and write that down and create a big picture.
Yeah.
The second thing you have to do is believe.
Believe that it can happen.
Believe that it can happen. When we signed the papers on this house, I don't know if we really even believed that it was happening.
No, we didn't, but we committed it.
We committed to doing it, but I don't think that we really even believed that it was happening. You have to believe that it's happening. And when I say believe, that means take action, which is actually number 5 on the list. But when you believe that something is going to happen, you begin to take action. If you believe you're going to buy a house next year, you begin to do what? Put money to the side. You put your earnest money to the side, and you make sure that your credit is okay.
Yeah, you start doing whatever it takes.
You start contacting a realtor because you believe that it's going to happen. If you don't, then all you're doing is playing lip service to your dreams.
Yeah.
Without action, you don't have anything but, a wish.
So when you believe, you got to commit to it.
Yes.
You got to commit to the belief that you have.
And when you commit to something, you cut out the possibility of any other reality.
Yeah.
So if you say you're going to buy a house next year, don't be looking at apartments. on apartments.com or whatever.
Yeah,
okay?
So you got to be committed to what it is that your big picture, to what it is that you believe in. You got to be committed to it. And then after you commit to it, You know what I'm saying? Come up with a plan.
You have to come up with a plan.
You gotta come up with a plan. Steps.
And go by your SMART. What they gotta be? They gotta be. I can't think of it, but it's like I know, like measurable, attainable, reasonable, and a timetable. I can't remember what's the S for SMART. SMART goals.
It's simple.
Is it simple?
I think so.
Okay, look up SMART goals.
Yeah.
You know,
just keep it simple.
And look up SMART goals and create an action plan. Okay, by this time we're gonna have this much saved or whatever. You get what I'm saying? And then the last part is really take action. Really take action. Because all this other stuff is worthless without action.
Right.
And so I don't think, so back to procrastination, for most of us, I think it's mostly two categories. Mm-hmm. We either just really comfortable in what we're doing. Right. Or we just maybe really confused about where we want to go.
Well, I think the younger age is probably more confusing trying to figure it out. And then when you get past like that 25 age or whatever, you start seeing the more comfortable people start getting more comfortable. And what they doing. But I mean, I'm not, I'm 32 and I'm not comfortable. No. We still going, we still have bigger pictures. We still have bigger goals, and we still are committed to each other and growth and other things to go after. So, but procrastination sucks.
Yes, it does.
And I believe a lot of us have been there before. And if you look back at some things that you procrastinated on and you actually took action, you finally decided and you committed to what it is that you want, and you can look back at yourself procrastinating on those things. And procrastination sucks. Mm. We all do.
Because even like the process of getting this house, all those years it took us to finally make up our mind and take the action and get in the house. Number one, it didn't take nearly as long as we thought it would. And it wasn't nearly as painful as I guess we visualized.
I don't
know what we was doing.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's just,
Okay, and so going back to what we discussed in the other video about persistent and consistent, once you make a plan and you decide to take action, commit to being persistent and consistent. Because, and this is going to be a topic for another video, but remember that discipline is the ultimate form of self-love. Yeah. I think I saw that on a Will Smith video. He said something like that.
Oh, it sounds like him. But we know that's true.
Because when you let's think about when you have a want. Let's say you want to lose weight, you want to save money, you want to invest. Right. All you're saying is, I want to be a better person.
That's it.
I want to be a better person. I want my kids to have better than what I had, and so on and so forth. And so basically what you want is you want to be a better person. And in your mind's eye, they say if you can see it, you can have it. Mm. And so in your mind's eye, your mind paints this picture of what could be. But then I don't know if life gets in the way. I don't know if habits get in the way. I don't know,
that does.
What happens, but somewhere along the way we fall off. Maybe we start eating well and putting money to the side, and then a few, just like on January 1st, and everybody talking about they're gonna lose weight, and then the day after Valentine's Day, and we all on the couch with that discount candy. Watching TV.
The whole thing is, man, just. I believe the biggest way I have discipline in anything and everything that I do on the personal, I just keep it simple as possible. I keep things super simple. Mm-hmm. And, that's some things that, I believe that we just are learning how to really take control over. Mm-hmm. So, but when you feel like, you definitely know when you have control over yourself. I mean, because you start to see the change. Teresa, you definitely not the same person, for when we first got married or got together. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of great changes in just you alone. Mm-hmm. And, and when you work on yourself, the relationships that you have around you can make a lot better because you choose to work on yourself.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact as a mother and sometimes, as moms and parents, we're exhausted. And when I make sure that I've eaten and I've had enough sleep, I have much more patience and understanding to give to my family. That if I'm tired and I haven't eaten, then I'm cranky. But back to what you said about being simple, when you keep things simple, let's go back to diet. Let's say you want to diet, and you keep it simple. You've got your healthy snack with you, your simple snack with you. That way, when you've just got off work and you're passing McDonald's and it's calling your name, you've got your snack with you, your simple snack, and you don't have to slide through like you always do.
No, you don't. So you just want to keep things simple. Know your wants, know your big picture for you, your family. Because this is all about building and getting better at this thing called life and actually getting the things that you want. And believe in yourself, believe in the vision, believe in the want. Make a decision, decide, commit to it, make a plan, come up with an execution on what it is that you're going to do, and then take action. And be disciplined enough to do this until it becomes reality.
It becomes reality. And when it becomes reality, sometimes it's even more unbelievable.
A lot of times it is.
So I have a question. Why do we put off doing what's necessary? Why do we do that?
Honestly, I think it's a few things, And like I said, when I think about a lot of times, why we put things off or why I put things off myself, it was a disbelief or a disconnect.
Maybe a disconnect.
Yeah.
I think it's a disconnect. It could be a disbelief because sometimes what you're experiencing in your five senses.
Yeah.
In your mind, you see these fairy tales, or you watch Disney and you see these fairy tales, but your five senses are going, sit back on down. Go ahead and take several seats with your Disney princess behind.
Well, that's why I think it's important too. Now, this is a whole nother show too. It's important who you put yourself around.
That's another show.
That is, man. You put yourself around. I talk to my buddy almost every day. Mr. Colson. We talk every day. And it's just, to hear the things that, he's thinking about doing and, back and forth and, we just encouraging each other. That's a powerful thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's the people that you put yourself around. It's the company that you keep around that's actually is going to keep you on that track on where you want to be
motivated
at. And keep you motivated and keep you going. So,
well,
that's what it is.
I dare to say, regardless of whether or not we're confused, regardless of whether we're, stuck in a rut with our bad habits, or if we don't believe we can do it, ultimately it must be that we believe we have unlimited time on this planet. And there's that saying, I don't know who said it first, but there's 7 days a week and some day is not one of them. So we have to be accountable to ourselves. Whatever we dream that we can do is coming to us for a reason. So I wrote down some questions, and they're for everybody. They're for all of us. So I'm going to ask this question for all of us. When are we going to finally get into physical shape? When are we going to get our body right? We've been talking about how I can attest to this because I can talk about how I'm going to lose this 20 pounds for forever.
But listen, my baby putting in that work.
I've been working out, but y'all know what I mean. We've been talking about how he would look better with a flatter stomach.
You've been putting in that work
for a while. And, so when are we going to get ourselves into physical shape? Some of us are saying that we want to go back to school. When are we going to go back to school? When are we going to do that? Set a date on the calendar. Go up to the school. Go to the website and sign up. Put your FAFSA in. Put your, whatever you need to do. When are we going to write that book? This is another one addressing myself personally. When are we going to just write the first page? When are we going to commit to writing one page a day, developing one character a week? When are we going to commit to being great? When are we going to buy a house? When are we going to do that? When are we going to talk to a realtor, a mortgage lender, and figure out what we need to do to get a house? When are we going to do our will? Susie Orman says that a will is a love letter to your loved ones. Yeah. When are we going to do that collectively as people? When are we going to make sure that we have our finances together in life as well as post life? When are we going to get our coins right, y'all?
Get that dollar.
When are we going to get our money right? When are we going to learn to invest?
Ooh.
And so, these are questions that we need to ask ourselves every day. Mm-hmm. When are we going to commit to being great? When are we going to commit to being our best selves?
And if you haven't yet, definitely ask that question. But if you ready, like if you sick and tired of just the hustle and bustle, if you sick and tired of just being confused,
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Visit the website. Fill out the information. It's starting from scratch. .solutions. And we're looking for 10 families this month to help. 10 people that's ready to go and say, you know what? I want to be a part of this movement. I want to do exactly what the Russells are doing for their family. Because we put ourselves around people that are, building something for their family. And we want to add you to that mix.
Also, because don't expect to know how to do everything. Really, the light bulb didn't go off for us until we really started to get around forward thinking and forward moving people.
Right.
People who would say something and then the next thing you know, they got it. And you looking at these people like, how did they make this happen? And so you start to open your mind and you start to take action also. Again, back to what you said about putting yourself around the right people. So please don't think that you're supposed to know how to do everything, because we still don't know how to do everything. No. We still have mentors. We still have people we look up to. So, if you're ready to take that next step, go ahead. Starting from scratch.
.solutions. Yep. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you share, like, and comment.
Share, like, and comment.
If you definitely found value in this video, go ahead and do so. We appreciate you guys. My name is Stephen Russ.
And I'm Teresa Russ.
That's my beautiful wife. Peace and love, and we'll get back with y'all.
Thank you.
All right?
Good night.
Peace out. I'm coming to shut this camera off.
Shut it down.
Is that Jason Coley?
That's
What's up,
Jason
partner?
Coley.
Live Russ. He gave me my name, y'all. Live Russ, baby.